But we're also watching some rain maybe in the forecast for your weekend. Yesterday I was wrong and I said it's going to be a beautiful day, Majestic, and she was like, "No, girl, it's
You
okay."
were just trying to be optimistic.
I know, I'm an
positive.
optimistic girl.
Did you think it was beautiful?
You know
yesterday?
what? It got better.
Okay.
Later on, I felt like when I was walking the dogs.
Good.
So,
And it felt nice.
It felt nice. That's really what I need, Majestic.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
a simple girl.
The next 2 days, we have the possibility of seeing record warmth.
Okay.
So that's going to be the big story.
Great.
And then we're watching some weekend rain chances. So let's get to it. This morning, we're starting out the day again with quite a bit of cloud coverage out there. We're seeing that from the mountains to the city. You can see there in Blowing Rock area roadways. They're dry here. We have had a few very, very light sprinkles. Other than that, today is going to be actually a pretty nice one. Again, there's Blowing Rock. I've been seeing a couple of people walking around, drinking their coffee, going for their early morning walk. This is out there in Concord as we're looking at Charlotte Motor Speedway. At this point, we just have a ton of cloud coverage, and basically those clouds from last night, they're just still here. But remember, when you have clouds overnight after a pretty warm day, they help to keep those temperatures warm. So our low overnight, you may have noticed heading out the door that it really wasn't that cold. 59 degrees this morning. That's the coldest that we got. So about 60 degrees as you're perhaps waking up, getting off to work, sending those kids off to school. And overall yesterday, I mean, 68 degrees is what we were forecasting, and that's exactly what we hit. 68 degrees. We should be about 10 degrees cooler than this for this time of the year. And today, getting a little bit better. 74 is where we're forecasting our high to top off today, and I think generally we'll have a good mix of sun and clouds. One of those days where we start out the day with a whole lot of cloud coverage and then little sunshine as we head towards the afternoon and especially this evening. But near record highs today and tomorrow. Look at this. 74 degrees. That's what we're forecasting today. Our daily high record is 76 degrees today, and that was set back in 2014. So we're pretty close to it, but look at tomorrow. We have a pretty good chance of breaking that. Our daily record for tomorrow was set back in 2014 as well at 77 degrees, and we're forecasting 79, almost 80 degrees for our Friday forecast. So that's going to be the big story, the warmer weather, especially for this time of the year. Live camera look overlooking the beautiful Queen City. Again, we'll hold on to cloudy conditions this morning, helping to keep those temperatures pretty mild, and then gradually clearing skies as temperatures continue to get warmer and warmer, right around those low to mid 70s. It'll be a good day to have an outdoor recess for those kids, or maybe as they're coming home from school, send them outside to play. I always notice when it's so nice outside, there's tons of people on their bikes, tons of people out there walking their dogs, even a lot of people out on motorcycles. So make sure you're being very careful as they are going to be cruising around today. It'll be a good day for it. As we're looking at tomorrow, again, almost 80 degrees. That's going to be wild, and especially if we get a little sunshine, which that's what it seems like we're going to have by tomorrow afternoon. And then this weekend, rain chances return, but we're also watching for the possibility of some isolated storms as well. Here's satellite and radar. Of course, you can see some scattered showers. I mean, very, I don't even think I would call them scattered. At this point, it's basically spotty rain showers. Hardly anything coming down in our viewing area. But as you're looking at the Carolinas as a whole, all of the white indicating the clouds, the green, of course, just indicating a little bit of rain out there. We'll see all the clouds and the sprinkles continue to taper off to the east, and then the rest of our day it's going to be nice. Current temperatures right now, it's 9:07, 61 degrees here in Charlotte, 63 across Cheraw, and even as we're looking up in the mountains, little cloud coverage out there, but mild temperatures with a mix of upper 40s and low 50-degree temperatures. So bottom line, we're starting out the day with comfortable conditions. And notice for our day planner today, holding on to cloudy conditions for the first half, and then by the time you're maybe picking up kids, heading home from work, whatever you may have planned for your Thursday evening, conditions are going to improve. Around 4 o'clock this afternoon, 72 degrees with partly sunny skies. Might even be a good night to find a patio and have some dinner outside. Now, as we're looking up in the mountains, of course, a little bit cooler, but still Very mild temperatures for this time of the year. Upper 50s, almost 60 degrees today there in Banner Elk and Boone, 58 degrees as we're looking towards Fleetwood. And then across the foothills, mainly a mix of upper 60s to low 70 degrees. Pretty impressed with those temperatures there in Morganton, 71. The last couple of days have been so mild for you. In and around the Queen City, around 74 degrees today. Albemarle, much of the same. A little bit cooler up towards Statesville and Salisbury, but still 70 degrees, feeling good. And then across the Piedmont, we're looking at 74 in Lancaster and 76 in Chesterfield. So we know it's going to be a cloudy start to the day. Temperatures this morning are fine, but it's also going to be a little bit breezy as we're heading into the afternoon, similar to yesterday. And those winds will continue to move in from the southwest. And if you like warm weather, we like southwesterly winds because it helps to usher in the warmer air, and then our temperatures will respond to that. And that's why it's so warm outside. And then into tomorrow, remember, we're going to see even warmer temperatures, nearly 80 degrees. So tomorrow is going to be breezy as well. I would suspect that some of our winds will be capable of gusting around 20 to 25 miles an hour. A few of those isolated gusts up to around 30. So not incredibly windy, but if you're thinking, okay, you want to maybe get off work a little early on your Friday, head out to the golf course, I think it's be a great day to do that. A little breeze here and there, but honestly, upper 70s and sunshine sounds fantastic. Overnight temperatures tonight, again, staying so warm, 62 degrees for our low temperature tonight. That's even warmer than where we should be when we're looking at our average daytime high for this time of the year. So no need to really crank up your heat tonight. It is going to be warm even heading out the door tomorrow. So sending those kids off to school, no need for the big heavy jackets, similar as to what we saw today. And those widespread 70s returning tomorrow. Look at Chirac. Are you ready for that? 81 degrees, 78 as we're looking just south of us, as we're looking here in Charlotte, 79, even mid-70s for Hickory. So across the board, this seems like it's going to be a beautiful Friday. Again, we could see possibly a little rain earlier in the day, but by the time you have all your chores done, you have work done, the best part of our Friday, the weather should look really nice. Temperatures over the next 10 days, they look like this. So possible record warm today and tomorrow. And then as we're heading through Saturday, low 60-degree temperatures. Notice the trend goes down. On Monday morning, that one's going to hurt. It's going to be cold early in the morning with a high of only 42 degrees. So it's just kind of that year, kind of a roller coaster of a weather forecast when we're looking at these fluctuating temperatures. So we have to enjoy the nice warm days while we have them. Let's talk about the rain chances now. 20% chance for rain today, much of the same for our Friday, so that means hardly any rain. I noticed a couple of sprinkles on my way into work early this morning, and that's about it. And then on Saturday, each day this week, we've been lessening our rain chances for Saturday, which in one regard it's nice because of course it's the weekend, people probably want to do things outside, but in the other regard, of course, we still really need the rain, and we were kind of banking on Saturday to help with that. Small rain chances on Sunday, no rain Monday through Wednesday, but it seems like next week we'll have another pretty good opportunity for some rain showers. Futurecast looks like this. I told you by about 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, we'll have nice gradually clearing skies. I mean sunny skies and temperatures into the 70s. Sounds fantastic. Tomorrow for our Friday, waking up cloudy and warm with mid-70s heading out the door tomorrow. Could we see some rain showers tomorrow? Remember, the chances are small, but they're not zero. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden we do have a couple of sprinkles out there. That's what we're watching for our Friday. And then Friday afternoon, again, looks great. I think Friday is going to be a good one. Saturday is a little tricky though, because we still have warm conditions, but on Saturday we will be watching to see if it's more than just rain that comes our way, if we get impacted by any storm potential. Now we do have the threat of strong to severe thunderstorms really to the south of our viewing area in parts of South Carolina. We're kind of just on the cusp of seeing possibly a couple of our normal springtime thunderstorms. So if we do get that, this is what our models are indicating. This is 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. We could have a couple of thunderstorms that could bring a brief heavy downpour, some lightning strikes, some gusty winds, that type of thing, but it's not going to last all day. So could we take the storms? I mean, we don't necessarily want the lightning because of how dry things are, but we could definitely use a good brief heavy downpour. Also, our Futurecast is showing that throughout the next several days, we're not getting a lot of rain. What we're seeing is maybe up to 1/4 of an inch, up to 1/2 of an inch for some, not a ton. And our drought monitor was just updated and released today. Remember, that's done every Thursday. And we've been talking about how critical it is that we actually get the rain because it is getting very, very dry. Still not seeing great improvements even after the rain that we did receive on Sunday. Most of the Carolinas under a severe drought, and even parts of us under an extreme drought, which is honestly kind of worst case scenario. We are really getting to the point where we desperately really need this rain. Here's our Jerry Hunt Super Center 7-day forecast. Again, we should be at 58 degrees this time of the year. That's the normal. If you're new to the Carolinas thinking that 70-degree temperatures towards the end of February is normal, it's not. We're just kind of warming things up for the next couple of days. Almost 80 degrees tomorrow. So if you love the warm weather, soak it up tomorrow. I think we could definitely break our high record for our Friday forecast. Scattered showers on Saturday, but it's not a washout. And it seems like any activity as far as showers go or even storms go, it would likely be for the first half of the day on Saturday. And then Monday, that's going to hurt. Megan, we're looking at almost 80 degrees tomorrow, and then Monday morning heading out the door 28 degrees. Tuesday morning will be 26, so that's going to be a big swing in those temperatures.
Yeah.
Yes. So don't put away your big heavy coat. Don't be getting too excited now.
I won't get too excited. I'll try not to.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Majestic.